What is up, guys? So I decided to take a casual approach to today's video. Also load up more videos today. I want to explain to you why, like, I think a lot of coaches and a lot of academies are basically failing, like, hard, in my opinion. For instance, if I had like a kid that wanted to play football, what up, Blasters fan? How you doing? So I'll take questions. What's up? What's up, VidTube? So gaming Mozart. So I want to say this is a way to get to know me more, right? The truth is that I have to be very careful with the videos I put out now until the YouTube gods say that it's okay. So I've got a video coming out that is about the 10 most attended games in the season. Everyone's like Blasters, and it'd be interesting. It might be, but I have official wording that it might not be. So that's what I'm gonna do later on today. And this here is my explanation. What up, people? Yes. Basically, this is why I'm here, right? I've been getting a lot of like hate mails and stuff like that saying like I'm not English. What, if you're Australian, why didn't you know about this Phoenix player, right? And I'll break all of those things down. I'm British. Wait, let me see. So anyone know I'm British, coach. So I'll take questions after I like say what I have to say. I love everybody in the chat. It's amazing. 12 people. That's good. I love it. And I need to do more of these things because like a lot of people might think like, wait a minute, hey, smash the like button, all 12 people. A lot of people might think, right, what's this guy doing, like doing ISL videos? What's he doing? Why is he here? Like, for instance, I personally feel that the reason why I'm doing it is because I could create some change, be it all small, like by 1%, 2%. I could make change. I've sat there for years and watched the UK like coaching platforms and fan channels grow, right? What people don't understand is the reason why like the Premier League and the Spanish League and they're getting better and better is because fans' voices and coaches' voices matter. You matter. You matter more than you think. I'll give you an example. So I just say I'm playing for a team in ISL, right? And you are the fan. I'm not going to say which team. You pick a team. So some people say Blasters, some people say Northeast United, whatever, right? The olden days, I can go and play, right? And then I have a bad game. Even if we win, I have a bad game. And the papers will put like 6 out of 10. And then like no one's reading the papers. But if we all talk in a community and say like, oh, so so player X didn't play well, and then we make a video and the video gets 10,000 views, the guy's gonna see it. Now, it's not great for mental health, but it actually pushes you to do better because unless you like blind, yeah, you listen. So you know, a lot of people like when they play, they're like coasting, like journeyman. They call it in England. I don't know what you call it in India, but so you call it like a journeyman type of person. So you can't just coast nowadays. And in India, I was watching before starting all this. I was really watching some of your content creators, and I'm thinking like, cool, they're gonna grow. I've come from 24 subs. It's like it was another channel before, 24 subs to like 1,500 in like a month and a half or 2 months or something like this. And the reason is because the facts of the matter is a lot of the content creators you have in India are not very good. Like they sit on the fence and they're a lot like more supportive, yes, of what you're doing, yeah, then let me shout out VidTuber, love you guys. Van Dar, Dev. You guys, man, you need to come up with names I can pronounce. Secret Vlog. There you go. So basically, what I'm explaining is that you need people. Like you need players from overseas to come and make your league a little bit, it's not even better, because the players that come from overseas, some of them come like at an age that they can't really compete at other levels anymore. But they bring their supporters. For instance, no one gave a fuck about MLS before David Beckham came along. You know that, right? If you don't know what MLS is, the American Football League, or whatever it is, and Major Football League, and then like they forgot about it, and then all of a sudden like Ibrahimovic came over, and Ibrahimovic was like, oh, like fuck this league and everything like this. But in actual fact, like he made 3 million people a week go and watch MLS, and those 3 million people a week was not watching. So I'm not trying to come here to take, what's up, Raven? Thank you for the support. Yeah, I will call you Dev. Basically, what I'm explaining to you is that it's time. I've been sitting here seeing if other like creators, Indian creators or Indian supporting creators want to like step their game up. But it doesn't look like anyone wants to really, because maybe when you live in India, it's tough, or when you support a team, it's tough. But if you watch if you watch Arsenal, right? Like you would think that it took fans to be going nuts every week for 4 years to create change. If the fans didn't say anything, then I think it would have still been like Emery or whatever, and some random coach who is good, but he's not on the level of a coach who worked under Pep Guardiola. I think obviously like you have excuses there. Emery won the UEFA Cup and is a good coach, but I think maybe Arteta, because of his history, has more ways to do well. And if you look at it in an Indian point of view, instead of like so much support, and you know what, yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't even know what like a Blasters fan was, or a Goan fan, or anything like this. And like I have so much respect for all you Indian fans. And the sad thing is that like that's why I'm here, because I feel that I need to like, as a foreigner, help you guys get to that level where like, you know, I'm only small, but I feel that I can bring that international feel. And so like over here, like one of my milestones is when I get to like 10,000, I will just hand out like 6 ISL team shirts to random people in the streets and make a video about it. You know, you need to spread awareness. You know, I think I was talking about this in a video. I don't think what's the problem of Indian football? I actually think that maybe it's not the football. Well, it is a football, but it could be more. So for instance, everybody's talking about football this, football that, but like what gets you into teams? Agents get you into teams. I think that if you just concentrated on like having agents, yeah, like better agents to represent your players, you're able to get them into teams, and then from there they can move on to better teams. Everybody's always worried about that huge jump to the Premier League or something like this. It's not going to happen. You need one of your players to kill it in like Portugal or something like this, and then from there you see what Bruno Fernandes does for Man United, and you know. And it's, in my opinion, it's stupid, like for teams not to pick Indian players if they're good. Like for instance, look at Son. Like most of the revenue that Tottenham, I seen a thing actually, like said a lot of revenue that Tottenham they get in is because they have Son or whatever you have to pronounce his name as a player. And I think that you know, coming from a foreign place, I think that the Indian football needs to really push the financial bit. And it's not because like, you know, he's not a good player, but we're just going to push the financials. Is that when you're looking at opportunity, like for instance, when you get a job, right? There's going to be better people, but you have to force your way into the job by showing how good you are. You know, you may get a job and someone else is better than you, but because you may have shown a different light to how you are as a worker, then you basically like gonna get the job. And that's how the world works. So for instance, if someone your best player, Sonny Chatri, I think he's pronounced. Am I pronouncing it right, guys? Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, but if he had really good agents, he would have done stuff. And unfortunately, to be honest with you, until I was like researching in Indian football, you have to be honest with yourself. Like you know, I was researching. I didn't even know who the guy was. I was watching a podcast by some other Indian content creators, like 32,000. I think he's pretty good. He was talking to some Watford player, and then a player was like, I didn't even know. A Premier League player was like, I didn't even know that there was a league in India. And to be honest with you, like, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this thing. I can create a platform that goes beyond Indian football. You know, you guys are way too nice. Like, you are a country of passionate, hardworking, super intelligent people. Everybody's coming to your country now. Amazon are there. Yeah, basically, it's like the next Silicon Valley, and it could blow up to be even more. You know what I'm saying? I've watched all those documentaries when I'm researching, and you've just got to use Indians got to use what they're good at. You can't do it other people's way. You have to like rebrand, redo, re-educate how to play football. So you've got to do it in a way where like it's super scientific. You've got to like do it in a way where you're getting everything, all the statistics more than other people, and use it in the correct way. And you also got to understand like the difference between that. They've been like what I've been telling you about is my headline is coaches don't do it right, and teams and academies don't do it right. And the reason for this is a lot of the times, like, you've been sold by coaches and by the world how to play football. You've been sold a bad way. And it's like, oh, and basically because you're so far behind, you just have to believe that because you don't get any information from other places. I tell you the truth, the top teams, right, in England, when they're actually doing like strategy, they are definitely making sure that the strategy changes every year. But when you go and coach at like a level, when I was watching Indian football, you're coaching at a level. What's up, Reed? Hey, bro. BTZ's in the house. BTZ's in the house. Vandar's in the house. Trevor Gaming. Yeah, so basically, you know, I'm here to try to help in my small way to do well. And you've been sold away, in my opinion, that's bad. Like, for instance, and it's not you, it's everywhere. I'm in Australia, and I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you, and if you look, there's a stadium in that back. If you see that purple, let's see. I don't know if you can get it. Oh, you can't see it. Basically, let me fix this shit. Everybody is too static in football. That's not the best teams in the world. The best teams in the world understand that. Okay, for instance, let's get really like deep in the conversation. What's up, Joey? Can we talk about hockey, please? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. I don't know nothing about hockey. I love you though. Thanks, Joey, for the thing. Football sport. Well done. Basically, you're too static. You have to come up with a strategy that's not static. I'll give you some piece of advice. Anybody who watches European football, the tiki-taka was there. It beat every strategy, right? And then what happened is that people realized, yeah, teams like Bayern Munich realized that if they win the ball and they're passing it in their area, if you close on them instead of retreating back, because what happened before is you used to lose a ball, and then they used to get it, like Barcelona used to get it, and then they used to like pass it around, okay? And when they were passing it around, the old style was to kind of retreat back. A couple of players would follow the ball until they give up, and then they would pass you to death. And then you'd be like so messed up in how they're confused of how they're playing, they'll eventually destroy you. But like teams, the best teams realize that the way to handle tiki-taka, yeah, or whatever you call it, is by strangling it. Strangling it. So for instance, blocking passing lanes, kind of fouling people who are like, so if you pass the ball and you pass it to a player A, yeah, if my player is on him and I go there, then you're gonna have a person open. But if I stand on this player who passed, he is now not an option. So I can be very rough with this player, and he can be rough. My teammate can be rough with that player, and basically you stand on the player so they can't get past you. You have to make sure that when they pass the ball, they move. So what I'm trying to explain is that like everybody wants to play beautiful football, but find the players that want. What's that, Jith? Nice. Messi sucks. Is that the name? Is that your name? Messi sucks. I don't know. He's pretty good. Vandar, Trevor Gaming, pretty good. So basically, Chetemi, how you doing? I'm from England. I'll take comments in a section in a second. So for instance, what people need to understand is you're not getting it, and I know you're not, and a lot of teams aren't getting it, and a lot of like countries and big organizations and big football teams aren't getting it either. And only the top teams really understand it. It's the reason why the top teams, they always win, you know? It's the reason why like Bayern Munich always win, because they're always adjusting. A small adjustment, but everybody else is too static. So for instance, like my job here in Australia, we'll go through it in a minute. My job is a club coaching coordinator, which is in Spain, that would be a sporting director, and in England, that's a technical director. The only difference is I don't getting players worth like $1 million or $100,000 or anything like that, because I'm in literally in one team is in tier 2, which is the A League. Then you got tier 2. Then I'm in tier 2 and tier 3. Okay. Oh yo, that's my pizza, boys. So I'll get you in the next video. I have to go. Yo, okay, let me answer some questions. Quick fire answer. Am I British? I'm British. Am I a coach? Yes, I'm a coach. I worked for the A League. The COVID happened. Melbourne Victory. Basically, just before the COVID, I literally got my coaching kit, and I was gonna scout. I was gonna do assistant coaching in A League, which is like the Premier League, the Premier League in Australia. And after that, I moved this other club who treated me like shit. I was like, fuck that, I'm off. And now I coach a team, and I'm the director of that team, which I have to make the philosophy and stuff like this. So, do I like Imagine Dragons? The fuck out of it, bro. No, I'm joking. So listen, I gotta eat. I'll come back. I got a video up next. I'll see you guys soon, yeah? This has been really fun. Bye. Yeah, watch out for the video soon. Oh, and by the way, if I ever make it to the heights, I'll have a poll on what team I should support in India. But, you know, I'm never going to get there, so. Make you end stream.